Find me all the. Okay, I dealing with last Adson when I was 8 years old. Around that, we showed them there was no like they used to be.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, we have dog look like Majorero. I need to get back to those pictures. My aunt supposed to give it to me, but she didn't. um, Then I did have one. It was named Loa. It was a stray dog.
Mm-hmm.
Just about everyone except me.
Yeah.
That's the old dog.
Right.
That's what I'm talking about. Old dogs, old school dogs.
Right.
They knew what to do.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm trying to bring back. Old school. Then I get that dog I told you, Presa Canario, named Duque. Used to take me to school
Mm-hmm.
and go back with me
Mm-hmm.
back home. But they put to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Bunch of kids tried to kick my butt, and the dog bite one,
Mm-hmm.
and the dog was not the same after
Mm-hmm.
that. He went after my dad,
Oh, okay.
but it was the season of he playing baseball. He came home smelling different, so
Mm-hmm.
the dog don't recognize him. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But the doggy was very good. He was my loyal friend. That's what it made me come back to the same breed.
Mm-hmm.
Because I see protection, I see loyalty, I see a dog can behave
Mm-hmm.
around people,
Right.
and that's what I choose back that breed
Mm-hmm.
again.
Mm-hmm.
And my friend Hector Cruz brings some dogs from Canary Island the same way.
Mm-hmm. How long have you been dealing with the Presa Canarios?
Presa, the first one, it was 11 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Then I deal with them and pit bulls, and with me and Hector, we did some more, a little bit more, and then I came back in here and I quit. I used to have boxers, they didn't work for me. I see some people who used to have boxer
Mm-hmm.
the way it used to be.
Mm-hmm.
They don't see ever, by the way. Uh, but the press and the people, that's what we was dealing, Hector, Cruz, and myself.
Okay.
I started myself, it was a gift, and then Hector bring more, Hector Cruz bring more.
Mm-hmm.
from the island.
Mm-hmm.
Back late 80s or early 90s, around
Okay.
that area. That time, I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
That was in the island, in Puerto Rico.
In Puerto Rico, yeah. It was.
Yeah.
Were there a lot of presses in Puerto Rico when you were growing up, or was it?
I see few of them. In a matter of fact, I recall one, I used to call him Colgao because he was lynched, a lynch dog.
Mm-hmm.
They was trying to kill it. He don't like anyone.
Mm-hmm.
My dad hit him with a baseball bat and he came after him.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't matter where you come with.
Yeah.
That doggy died. You
Yeah.
know that.
Yeah.
They're not like that, but when you get the fury out of them, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So dogs, they're bred to protect and they have the guts for that.
Right.
The real one.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a game dog. You cannot blame it for
Right.
what is bred. You treat it right, he will be right.
Right. And who was kind of your mentor? Who did you look up to in the breeding game with presses when you first started exclusively working with the
My
presses?
mentors with dogs, there was Hector Cruz, Graciani, uh, Tito Horseman.
Mm-hmm.
They're more into pit bulls, but they told me everything how to handle a dog.
Okay.
Um, there was an old timer, very old guy. I forgot his name right now, but he can tell you what it was your bloodline just to see your dog.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Remember what we was talking earlier?
Yeah.
To know how to read your pedigree.
Right. Right.
Like
That's.
everybody told me, if that dog is that bloodline, I know Irema Curto very good.
Mm-hmm.
And when somebody tell me that dog is Irema Curto, and I see it, and I don't see those traits, that's not. It's like I don't know if you know about G bloodline, Eli bloodline, and Mayday, and all those stuff. They have a trait, each
Mm-hmm.
one, and you recognize it when you see one. You know it
Mm-hmm.
where it belongs. It's the same with Presa Canario. It's the same way.
Right.
As long as you know how to read the pedigree and you know everybody's bloodline, you can tell
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
which is true and which one is not.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I mean, I don't know what I have. Maybe I have an eye for it because my grandfather, he was a cockfighter. He showed me since I was 1 year old roosters.
Mm-hmm.
And you can tell bloodlines. You know what I mean?
Right.
And Puerto Rico always have a tie with Spain,
Mm-hmm.
even if the United States territory.
Mm-hmm.
We always, or roosters or cockfighters, we choose in Cuba and Canary Island.
Mm-hmm.
Our blood is three blood.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we have connection with them. Uh, like when I was 24 years old, and Rafael Hernandez Colon, he was our governor. He was a grandson of somebody. He was from Spain, a grandson of somebody from Spain.
Mm-hmm.
We always had governors like that, and Puerto Ricans they represent Spain.
Mm-hmm.
We represent. We working with them
Mm-hmm.
always.
Mm-hmm.
The beginning. We always have that. And we fight cut with them. We fly, I mean, we don't fly pigeon, but we got we like the same things.
Right. Similar
You
culture.
see, yeah, you see similar. And the same with Canary Island, it dry out. And much of the Canarian people move to Puerto Rico, Cuba, South America, even United States. So if you get your DNA, you probably have something from them. Because the land dry out and they cannot. Now they live by. They don't live by the land anymore. If you can see, the land is dry out, or much of it. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yep.
It's not like here that we have cattle and you know what? You see a lot of goats from Puerto Rico and South America. They come from there. They're Canary goats.
Okay.
Anything. They don't even need water.
Wow.
And the majorero used to chase them. Those majoreros, the old ones from Fuerteventura, the old ones, they was the brave one.
And that's the Spanish Shepherd?
And that's what yeah, it was not from the island. The real dog from the island was the Wanche. But it no longer exists. It's extinct. It was a small dog. And those shepherds, they bring it from Spain or someplace else, but we don't know the real nature of them. But the only place you can find it is in Canary Island, no place else. But the old ones, they are not like new ones. Like I was telling you before, how dogs change for the worse, no, for the good. And that's what we need to keep.
Right. And what were the original breeds that made up the Presa Canario as we know it today in modern times?
Today is a Bull Mastiff, Neapolitan Mastiff, Pit Bull, Staffordshire, Rhodesian Back, Bull Terrier, Bulldog. They have from Salvadorito and all those old timers, they have Perro de Tierra. That doesn't exist. I think only Irema Curto, that's what he breed. But he got those dogs that don't know the ancestors. That's why he get the extra on his dogs that he gets from the old time. The new people, oh, I'm from Canary, I can do whatever. And it's not like that. You need to be a dogman to know what you're doing. That's what I tell all of them. They might don't like it what I'm saying, but Irema Curto knew about dogs and he listened to people, to the old timers. It's like we're talking about Pitbull and Colby. Who else? Crenshaw. All these guys who made the Pitbull famous, and I make something else. I'm making something different. I know, or Mayfield. If I go against them or the old timer and they do one thing and I do another, it will not be the same. That's what happened in Canary Island. It's like people and bullies.
Mm-hmm.
You follow me?
Mm-hmm.
It's not the same, but they
Mm-mm.
try to make it the same.
Yeah. No comment on that. I try. I'm doing my best to try to stay out
You
of
said my
politics.
brother had bullies. I
If
told
I'm
him that's no.
if I'm gonna have a bully, it's gonna be an English bulldog. That's my go-to breed. You know what I mean?
Or if you like it, it's okay.
But yeah.
But you know what I mean? They don't come from the same roots.
No, I mean I prefer like an English bulldog just over
But yeah,
a bully look. You know what I mean? Like a modern American bully. I just prefer the English bulldog if I'm gonna have a dog that is more of a family dog and non-functioning, non-working type breed. I'll go to my English bulldog all day,
okay.
every day over a bully. So
No, everybody have their need,
yeah.
and like you cannot choose a strong breed if you
Mm-hmm.
are not stronger enough, or if you
Mm-hmm.
don't do. It's like back in Malano. I know an active person, hype. I mean, I have a hyper, but I know the hyper, so
Yeah.
I cannot choose something. It doesn't. I don't gonna feel his need
Right.
or her need.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you need to focus on. What you can do for the dog and what the dog, something in between.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter the breed. You choose Belgian, you choose Presa, you choose any. But make
Mm-hmm.
sure you go for what you can both can do for
Right.
each other.
Right. Absolutely.
That's what I don't do with Belgians. They're too much for me.
Yeah. They want to work even when they're in the house. So yeah.
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 Yeah, that I mean, is as long as you know what breed
Mm-hmm.
is good for you. It's something. I mean, but what I'm saying is keep it real
Mm-hmm.
and keep it with the traditional. Don't change because it doesn't need to be changed. It's like DDR, the German Shepherd. Those dogs that doesn't exist anymore, and they was awesome dogs.
Mm-hmm.
They chose to destroy them,
Mm-hmm.
and that's a change.
Yeah. I agree. I agree.
English Mastiff, Neapolitan Mastiff, uh, Great Dane,
Mm-hmm.
Bull Terrier, Pitbull, like you say, Rhodesian back, the Ridgeback. I'm sorry, and if I miss something, I'm sorry. But it's more terrier-like, and it has to have the old ones like Pedrito Salvadorito. I believe, as the story goes, he got Perro de Tierra that
Mm-hmm.
added something that it doesn't exist anymore. That would give an extra to those dogs.
Mm-hmm.
They're too cheap on that. And later on, they added a Spanish Shepherd, uh, but a Spanish Mastiff. I'm sorry,
Mm-hmm.
those
Mm-hmm.
Shepherd dog. But I don't see that in my dogs. And
So
I'm
what?
very clever.
Yeah. So what was the original purpose of the Presa Canario? What in the Canary Islands? Was it a farm
the
dog, guard dog?
beginning, the beginning, it was more a farm dog, like Cane Corso,
Mm-hmm.
well, back in the day. And he has to guard. And then the English came out with, after the colonization of the Spaniards, the English came and started to come in with the bulldogs and bull terrier when they used to fight, and they start to like that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So they start to breeding for that. mixing with the Majorero and Perro de Tierra, and they start to getting those fighting dogs.
Mm-hmm.
And let me tell you, when you add a Majorero to those dogs, it make their blood flowing. I
Mm-hmm.
see that.
Mm-hmm.
It's different. The gayness, I cannot tell you. I never test one to the death.
No, no, no.
I will not do it. I need mine for multi-purpose, and I'm not into dogfighting.
Right,
But I want to have that in case I need it.
right. You want them to protect you and your family and the other animals you have.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are some jobs today that people are using them for? Um,
Today, I mean, there's no more farming, really, because the land dry pretty much. It's more tourists. Um, Fuerteventura now they don't do goats anymore,
mm-hmm.
and pretty much everything is staying in one place. Like in here, we don't move cattle one place to another state. You know what I mean? Like we used to before.
Mm-hmm.
So they don't have the use. But in Spain, they took him. They started to hunting with them. Then the Germans came and they start to hunting with them, and them in here they use it as a hunters, and they've been working very good as a
Mm-hmm.
hunter. Uh, there are few people in here who hunting,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and to me, we always have the discuss. They need a group like the doggo. No, we need one. One is good enough to hunt a pig, a wild boar. Maybe two. They say my dog, they will not be good because they have that guard instinct. I say you put it on them and they will go after.
Yeah,
And
right.
if you put a pair and a female and a male, no, don't put it in two males and two female. No, they will be fine as long
Yeah.
as a male and a female.
Mm-hmm.
There is a few people doing that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking for do it again,
Mm-hmm.
but I want to do it with one, not
One,
two.
not two. Okay.
Yeah, I want to test them to the limit.
Uh-huh. Yeah. I think that I'm like I said to you over email. I'm not one to test my dogs. I'm more of a pet guy myself. But what fascinates me is because I don't hunt and I don't uh, do those things. So, but what fascinates me is these working breeds that I have very little knowledge about. I've always had the bulldogs and even some toy breeds like Shih Tzus and Pugs and stuff like that. And I love those breeds, and I'll always have one of those in my stable, so to speak. But I'm definitely learning about these working breeds, and it interests me, and I that's kind of why I started the show, is to pay homage to the lineage of these breeds like the Presa Canario. It's, to me, it's important that these sorts of things get passed on and these dogs are able to get tested, because eventually they're working dogs, whether it's guarding
Mhm.
your land, a farm, or it's for them to learn how to hog hunt and do it correctly. I mean, obviously they've got those natural instincts to do those sorts of things. So, even though I don't do those sorts of things, I
Oh no,
totally
that's okay. That's
I
not for
yeah,
everybody.
yeah. And it's fascinating to me, and I don't have
I'm
any.
just crazy, a little crazy.
No, and I appreciate that, and I think that's important. You're a real dog man, and you want to test your dogs in the lineage, and I think that's very important to pass on the traits that you
Mhm.
in particular are trying to preserve in the original idea of the Presa Canario. And that being said, so to kind of tell me what the original, kind of the old school standards of what a Presa Canario should look like compared to what it looks like now?
Oh, now they call him dog, and they say it's the same thing as Presa. You look, the standard is very different. They don't accept black. They only accept 30% or 20% white. The height, the weight, uh, the dewlaps. Pretty much everything is different.
Mm-hmm.
And I know because I live like 30 minutes away from FCI.
Mm.
I know dumb, not stupid.
Mm.
We try, me and my friend Hector Cruz, the one I was telling you, we try
Mm.
to register pit bulls. They tell us no. He tried, no, I didn't, but I went with him,
Mm-hmm.
and I hear them. And if you look what I show you and what I tell you about the Presa Canario have the same story, the history as a pit bull. It makes sense to you now?
Mm-hmm.
They were not Presa. They told them, you need to change the name. And and it was not only the name, they changed the dog. And that's what it pissed me off. I'm
Mm-hmm.
sorry to say that word.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It because you change the dog, you no longer have the same dog as he's supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
So you're losing that. You're losing a multi-purpose dog just to show in a show.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's what I told you. I care less if I sell a dog. I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
My dog there for me. I love my dogs.
Mm-hmm.
I breathe when I and a lot of people call me,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't do it for everybody. And I tell them a very specific. This dog, you better have experience. They're good dogs. They are no bad. As long as you know how to handle a dog powerful, you're fine. Because they will listen to you, actually.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I want to make sure. And I really don't like it. It make me sad when one go.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. No, I hear you. So
You're
what?
like my
What?
kid. I don't tell my kid.
Yeah. Right. Right. Absolutely. So what would you say the standard that you're looking for and what you think uh, the original Presa, the height and weight, what what is the correct size of a Presa that you?
It will be 80, 88,
Mm-hmm.
the minimum, according to the old timers,
Mm-hmm.
the dogman, and 110
Mm-hmm.
between that.
Mm-hmm.
The new standard that is made by Presa Canario, no dog Canario, we are no have no string together. Even people with doggo have real presas, but they choose to move on. They go up to that standard that he never was, and
Mm-hmm.
he's right in Spain with the Canine Dog Association in Spain. He was writing in FCI, he changed it.
Mm-hmm.
So we go 23 to 25, 22 to 24 females, and 23 to 26 males, something around that. No more than 26 on male,
Mm-hmm.
and no more than 24 on female. But I don't go with the standard. I'm
Mm-hmm.
a dogman.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I'm I'm chasing for the one who do the job.
The most functional.
Yes. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I never. I do just like my mentors. My mentors, they never chase a standard, and they
Mm-hmm.
have the most functional good dogs you can ever
Mm-hmm.
see.
Mm-hmm.
I do listen to them. Like I tell you, I show you the tails and that. I mean, I follow the rules very good, but I'm looking more functional. And then you have to choose what the female and the male you're gonna use to get around that, and they're gonna be perfect in what you want to do with them.
Mm-hmm.
It's not pretty functional with functional, and the feet they have to be cat feet. But to be honest with you, they could be a rabbit fit because the majorero have a rabbit fit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you stay away from that, you left the majorero out. You need to compromise.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
You have to pay attention on everything.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you let something, you're missing another.
Right.
They don't tell you that. I'm telling you
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
And it's good that you did that in English because nobody will tell you that.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
And not from Canary Island. They keep that. They tip up.
Right.
They know who got the real press and who done, and
Okay.
they start to laugh behind, like
Mm-hmm.
yellow eyes and all
Uh-huh.
that.
And what are the breeds that they're using to get yellow eyes?
The Canary so the new one.
The one that's kind of infused with a boxer.
They put buzzer, and that's what you see. People ask me when we are going online and we have this challenge with each other.
Mm-hmm.
Your dog has he survived? I say yes. All of them they do. It's impossible. It is not impossible because I did my. I knew
Yeah.
them.
Right.
You're getting something else. That means you got boxer and more bulldog and less majorero. Let me see those tails. They don't want to show me. They know. They call me the tail man.
And
By the tail, I know from the picture. The hair, you have to see it. I see dog from picture. They look just like Presa. When you go and see it in person, they're not.
mm-hmm. And kind of expand on that. The tail thing. The real tail should be curved, right, instead of straight.
It could be a stray. Actually, I talked with one of the judges. He's a good friend of mine, Ricardo Oramas. He said they accept the curvy tails and because they know that was a mistake.
Mm-hmm.
They say straight tail like this.
Mm-hmm.
You see it?
Mm-hmm.
But really it's like this. Remember the picture I showed you?
Mm-hmm.
More curvy.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes sense because of the picture I showed you, it go back to Majorero.
Right. Interesting.
That thing is more to me. It's no more the way it is. It's the more the I look more the way it look.
Okay.
Look at that picture I show you. The way it look. The one I got you holding,
Mm-hmm.
and look back to the one I put it next to it. The one the doggy was fighting. they're exactly the same, and that was 1940s.
Mm-hmm.
So that's when my blood it came, and
Mm-hmm.
I got dogs that start to come in with white dogs
Mm-hmm.
because they start to bring them back.
Okay.
You breed the old, the more they would give those stray back.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And you see the leg, the shape of the leg. You need to, people need to pay more attention to those little things. I told everybody say, watch the three documentaries, watch it very careful. And Herminio Mulet have another one, very interesting. Actually, he got two. And people say, I don't understand Spanish, I don't understand Italian. Don't worry about it. Just watch them and see how your dog shape it go.
Mm-hmm.
Pause it and look,
Mm-hmm.
and you can see if you got those traits or you don't.
Mm-hmm.
Like I got Barrabas. I got a dog with the same leg like Barrabas. Barrabas is an old dog that he died a long time ago, but it's on the documentary, and you can tell. I got a female. It's a puppy. She got the same leg,
Mm-hmm.
and that's three of him. That means my bloodline come from for what he said. He
Mm-hmm.
does.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Interesting.
what people need to pay attention.
Mm-hmm. So, what would you say if somebody showed you a 175-pound pressa? What would you say about that?
That's not a person. Simple as that.
Yeah, and that's becoming more and more popular, right? With the size.
Is I mean, I'm sorry to say I live in America, born in Long Island, but every time somebody call me, I want the bigger. And I said, you never asked that question. But you don't tell me I want the better.
Yeah.
I let you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want
Right.
the more heavy. So you want the more heavy? They make you more heavy, dog. They mix it up and they sell it to you. And they put the paper as his presa. And I see those big dogs. They look like more Green Dane than a presa.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you are. That's your fault, no the person. They want to get your money.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I hear a guy in Turkey say the same thing. He say that's the wrong question people in United States asking. I
Mm-hmm.
want the bigger. I mean, well, you
Mm.
don't get the better.
Right.
If Louis Doberman wake up from the dead, he will kill a lot of people in Europe and United States because they changed his dog. The Doberman.
Mm-hmm.
The Doberman look at it in the when he made it, and today it's not the same dog. The European put more bones. The United States put more height, but both
Mm-hmm.
they're wrong. None of them can say they're right because
Mm-hmm.
they don't put the work. They focus on one thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's good to have a nice bone dog, but what I see testing dog, I throw dogs to bulls. My uncle used to get mad at me all the time. It was not his bull, it was the neighbor bulls. But he used to get mad at me. See, 40-pound dog jumping to his nose and making roll. 40 pound or less can do that. And
Mm-hmm.
no, a big dog, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You don't need a big dog, you need a good dog to do that thing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's what I would say. care about size and anything. That's what I do to the Presa. And the more bigger you get your dog, the more you have to feed it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not worth it what you feed, what you're spending so much money in a big dog that it doesn't do nothing for you.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, a big dog start to bring dysplasia. Oh my God, many things.
Heart
But you don't get
issues
an
and all that.
athletic dog.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, no every big dog have it, but I don't choose. I choose the dog choose me always.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm
Mm-hmm.
buying a dog. I buy more toys. I take a chance and I let him choose me.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, it's been working.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if the big one is there. So actually, the big one, the previous one, never follow me
Mm-hmm.
for what I want a dog.
Mm-hmm.
And especially if I want to use it for protection or for hunting or for whatever, for some reason, some job.
Mm-hmm.
Dog doesn't care about me. He will not get care about me when he's older either. It
Mm-hmm.
will be khaki always. That's what people choose, and they're wrong.
Mm-hmm.
That little dog that used to do that, he was left because nobody wanted. And I
Mm-hmm.
picked him up. That was 88.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That dog protect me. Everything I point, he will attack. Except my grandmother. He respects.
Right, 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 right. The FCI and then kind of the idea that bigger is better and kind of the show quality. Do you think all of that has contributed to kind of the downfall of the Presa in the
Yes.
modern? Yeah.
They used to testing at the beginning. You could get a show dog, and it was tested. They used to test them for guarding, and you knew who to breed.
Mm-hmm.
Nowadays, the FCI they don't do that anymore. The monographic don't do. They do it. They offer you in here
Mm-hmm.
in United States. But what I hear, only one of 12 is being tested. They have the decoy, but everybody chooses not to. And
Mm-hmm.
when you don't choose to, it's because you are not sure. Excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know. You don't trust your dog,
Mm-hmm.
and then you want that show the first place. Then you offer your dog a stock. It's not even tested, and the person who own it doesn't even believe in the dog because he's pretty and he match their standard because they don't match my standard. There it go back to traditional. There is no even close. It's more mastiff. He, the dewlaps they are hanging.
Mm-hmm.
It's a like coming now like Neapolitan mastiff. Presa should not be like that.
Mm-hmm.
Remember I told you presa means prey,
Mm-hmm.
and prey it count as a wolf. Wolf doesn't draw. Wolves have their upper lip no hanging like this,
Mm-hmm.
and it's because of reason they need to hold.
Mm-hmm.
And if you cannot hold those lips hanging like that very bad, it make them fanging. You know what that term it means, yeah?
No. What does it mean?
It's when you buy your own lips.
Okay. Right.
That's an old timer saying, and it's
Mm-hmm.
true. I said to myself.
Mm-hmm.
So your dog fanging how he can bite.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's what all these hunters they don't have those hanging lips like Mastino Napolitano, like Neapolitan Mastiff, like Bull Mastiff. You know they're over too much.
Mm-hmm.
German Shepherd doesn't have it. Presa should have a little, only cover this area. That's
Mm-hmm.
it. No past this. No past the jaw.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But too much is too much. And to be honest with you, I think that's too much. But you see those dogs hanging all the way down, they covered their apple.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's too much.
Right.
That's cannot buy. And plus the size over the new standard, you cannot pass 126 in the United Kennel Club. And Spain, the Rio Association about the web go to is 126. It's no more than that. But FCI, they have dogs. They're close to 200 pounds already.
Mm.
How they get there? You know what I mean? It's no. They mix it with something too
Yeah.
early. But the wolf is still wolf.
Right. Right.
They change. And they have more.
Right. Right. Hmm.
But people like that. But they say they have press. I told them, no, you have dogo. You go by dogo, you have dogo. That's what you choose.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You say dogo is a press. It's not. You
The
get dogs on the bed, they are no person. And they never will. I told you the old picture from the old timers. They never have those dogs.
mm-hmm.
And now talking about that, Manuel Curto interviewed all of them,
Mm-hmm.
asking all the questions. He was from Spain. That's what people, Canary people, doesn't like the new people. And
Mm-hmm.
some about the stage. Is he dog? He was a dog trainer. Manuel Curto breed German Shepherds, breed all many kind of dog. He trained dog. He was the first one who started training Presa in
Mm-hmm.
the island and start to bring them back from
Mm-hmm.
Salvador, from Pepito El Guardia, from all the old timers. He interviewed and he get those dogs. That's what his dogs. They're different from everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Those dogs, they have Perro de Tierra. The
Mm-hmm.
other ones, they made it. Oh, I'm from Canary Island. I can do whatever. So I make my, and then Spain make their own presa, and then Russia made their own presa. None of them have Majorero and Perro de Tierra, so they are not.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I say. That's what they call Presa Canario because they're from Canary Island. They are
Mm-hmm.
not called Presa from Russia, Presa from Spain, or Presa from Serbia.
Mm-hmm.
That's why people ending with those weird dogs.
Mm-hmm. More of a band dog than a real pressa, huh?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And I told they oh no. I say, well, they don't look like the ancestor they say in the papers.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you're white, like you
Right.
have a black kid,
Mm-hmm.
like
Yeah.
you have a black kid. And you don't have for 6 generations, 7 generations, no black on you and no your wife, but you got one black kid, different, look different than you. Doesn't matter the color, different everything. Those dogs, they have the brindle, yeah, the brindle. Any anyone can imitate that. The hair is hard. The tail is harder.
Mm-hmm.
Those that's what I tell everybody. Look the stock in person.
Mm-hmm.
Look those the father and the mother.
Mm-hmm.
See, and the guy like has I got 13 dogs right now.
Mm-hmm.
All they have pretty much they're the same.
Mm-hmm.
If you feel them, they will feel the same. The hair will be the same shape. The tail will be pretty much the same shape.
Mm-hmm.
They're pretty much they got they got all those look from the past,
Mm-hmm.
and you know they belong to those dogs.
Mm-hmm.
But people don't care. Okay, I got the pedigree. I got oh, I say presa. I don't care, and that
Mm-hmm.
will ending with something else.
Mm-hmm.
And they start to coming with yellow eyes. Start to come in blue. Because I see a whole litter blue.
Mm.
I never see that in my present from the past and not from the future either.
And obviously they have what Cane Corso? Is that what you think they've been?
Yeah, they put Cane Corso, they put anything. I see a guy in Canada, he put even Golden Retriever.
Mm-hmm.
And people buy it. He asking $1,000 for a Golden Retriever and something I don't even know because the eye doesn't look, he doesn't look like press at all. And he says they're press and he got the whole thing sell.
Mm.
No papers.
Right.
That's why it's important to do this. So
Mm-hmm.
people be aware. It's like you going to buy a gun, a real gun, and you ending with a water gun. When you need it, guess what? You ain't gonna do anything. That's the
Mm-hmm.
way.
Right.
Many people they have their own dog in mind, and it's more for selling. I'm more with Manuel Curto, the keeping those cool dog.
Mm-hmm.
And well, the old timers, I know with the new generation, I don't believe in them. And they say some of them they say they will, and some of them they're my own age. They should
Mm-hmm.
be more aware what they do and they say they will, but you see one dog, it doesn't look the way it should be.
Mm-hmm.
Like they say something, they don't do it. I mean, it's Manuel die right now. I think this all is pointless. To be
Mm-hmm.
honest with you, that's the only guy I thought right now. I mean, there are good guys in there, but don't trust him 100%.
Mm-hmm.
They need to prove me that, like I
Mm-hmm.
do. Every time I prove it to you. Look at my dogs.
Mm-hmm.
Look at what I bring into the table. Look at what I bring to help. And then I see one good, and then 20, they have the dewlaps and the upper lips, and they look like a Neapolitan Mastiff. They look too much white that I hate.
Mm-hmm.
Even in people, you don't see any more white.
Mm-mm.
Now you see reds and blacks. It's for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the Kentucky Derby. You see the winners, they're more red horses. You don't see blacks and white.
Mm-hmm.
Of the rooster, you need to look at that. Who is
Mm-hmm.
the stronger in those colors? You follow.
Yes, absolutely. Mm-hmm.
That's what I don't believe too much in dog. I mean in dog Argentino, but I see three lately. They shock me for real.
Mm-hmm.
They got the guts, and I cannot deny that. One is
Mm-hmm.
Achilles. Very
Mm-hmm.
good dog. Um, is one come like that, and he proved to me there is good. He come to my breeding. I can breed to him,
Mm-hmm.
but I bet that dog it will bring me something else. It give me another color.
Mm-hmm.
Cause that dilemma we have with the roosters.
Mm-hmm.
They have this guy have a white rooster, and they start to come in the red.
Mm-hmm.
And my grandfather used to say, "Those roosters, they're the winners.
Mm-hmm.
No hero, no why, no forget about. Look, the one have the red, this area, the neck, red area, that's red
Mm-hmm.
and black. Those the winners.
Mm-hmm.
Those the strongest. It's like in horses."
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I learned that from old people. My
Right.
grandfather.
Right.
Too dark, the sun hit it,
Mm-hmm.
mess it up. Too light, it got the benefit of the night, but the sunlight mess it up too.
Mm-hmm.
So what I see the stronger is the impresa. I see it the brindles. They're the strongest,
Mm-hmm.
and the busking. I see
Mm-hmm.
busking. But I always test them. I don't care the color they show me. I see them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sure. Because you never know
Right.
that he can shove my
Right.
mouth.
Right. Right. Do you do any special training with your dogs, or do you just do the normal
um,
obedience?
I do I do training with the one inside the house with
Mm-hmm.
one of them. It's a reason. That one sometimes he go with me to the supermarket everywhere and need to behave.
Mm-hmm.
He knows. The other one I let it be more like junkyard. You know what it means, yeah?
No.
Savage,
Okay.
evil. So if somebody coming here, they don't need a trigger word, they don't need nothing. They will go after anyone. You don't have to give a reason. You jump my fence, they will kill you. It's a no
Mm-hmm.
run. That's what the purpose I don't train them. And I want to see, actually, I didn't train them too, because I want to see the old dogs back
Mm-hmm.
that I see when I was growing up. That you don't need to train them. That they came so aggressive. They very territorial. That was a little experiment I was doing
Mm-hmm.
to see if I'm doing the right thing. Because training, you
Mm-hmm.
can tell, oh, get the sleeve. But much of the dog get the sleeve, they're in play drive.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want that, what you do.
Mm-hmm.
So I started to see a lot of acting, and I was sick and tired, and I don't want to have actors. I don't need actors. I
Mm-hmm.
need protection. So I start to doing experiment, and I see too much sleeve can make it too much play drive. So I stop it. I did a little bit, not much.
Mm-hmm.
And when my friends come, they start. I see start to getting aggressive, and I start to see them like looking like get closer. I will bite you. So I start to notice that with doing all that, I say I don't need to do that anymore. I start to getting what I was looking for.
Mm-hmm.
Natural dogs that you don't have to mess with. And my first dog, it was like that. When it was activated, my dad put it down.
Mm-hmm.
I was too young to handle a dog like that after he get like that. I
Mm-hmm.
was my age, I could handle him. I got a dog is you need to watch him.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, as long you can train them, I choose not to. I just want to see if I got the right recipe.
Mm-hmm.
Is I bringing the past to the future?
Right.
That was that was my goal. It
Mm-hmm.
was not to have a chosen dog. I don't believe in chosen dog. I don't believe in any dog sport at all.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
I believe in dogs who doesn't look the sleeve, it go to the throat or to the face. That's the dog I like.
Right. 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 So, just to tie it all in, um, just tell me your last words and what you would like to see the future of the Pressa and any other messages that you would like to convey, and then we'll wrap it up.
Um, I like to see people breeding more like I doing. Breeding more traditional, then forget about the size, forget about how much you weigh, because, I mean, I hear that and it made me sad.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
People doesn't look about the word the dog. They say, no, I want a protection dog. But really, what they want is a huge dog. I mean, you want a huge dog. We got the Great Dane. We got dogs. They're big. They don't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
They just want the name, and it should not be like that. They should be, well, they should be protecting the breed and make it happen. And know about money, about size, and know, like the DDR, we lost it, and we are never gonna recover that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Uh, that's gonna happen to the press, and that's what I'm worried about it.
Mm-hmm.
Like many breeds that we lost, and we cannot get them back. We
Right.
need to choose the dog for our needs and do with them what they should be. And
Mm-hmm.
start forgetting that an ugly kid is an ugly kid. And start to think that we got the most beautiful kid. Like we talking about our dogs. I don't say my dogs, they're the most beautiful, most protected. I mean, you come and see them and that's it. You see what I'm saying? I mean, it is. But I don't bragging with my dogs and nothing. And
I have one more question. Just to
okay.
if you were going to choose another breed to breed and handle, what other breed interests you the most besides the Pressa?
Um, Canary de Presa. It will be.
Mm-hmm.
But it has to be the traditional, the real deal.
Mm-hmm. And
Like it, uh-huh.
what is the Cane de Presa? Is that the original Pressa Cane
The
Corso?
original 24, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Canary also used to have three names, and they was the same dog.
Mm-hmm.
But Cane Corso, they mix it with Boxer.
Mm-hmm.
Then Neapolitan Mastiff, they mix with something else, and they go those Mastiff. They have these huge bodies and nothing they can do for protect me. But Cane de Presa is the traditional way,
Mm-hmm.
traditional law. He do everything like Presa Canario.
Mm-hmm.
That's I would love if I get rid of my dog and I want to come back. If I find some of those, I might try them. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Rottweiler I used to love them, but they don't have at all what I want. They don't have an extra mile,
Mm-hmm.
but I like them.
Mm-hmm.
I like them. Well bred, I like them. Paoya Malanois, I like them, but they don't. They need more for what I want. I want a multi-purpose, and they're not. They're more for guarding only.
Mm-hmm.
And if you talk to the people, that's it. They will
Mm-hmm.
get
Mm-hmm. Right. Well, I'd like to thank you for doing this, Michael, and hopefully this one works.
Oh, thank you.
Let's hope. Let's hope, because I think it went really well, and I appreciate your time, and hopefully we can do this again. If you got anything to say, and if you think you've left something out, just let me know. We'll do this again, and we'll
I
stay.
would like to thank all the old timers
Yeah.
in the island,
Mm-hmm.
and the old timers like Hector Cruz, Dr. Graciani, who teach me, Tito Horseman, all these guys in the island who teach me how to handle dogs.
Right.
And the
Absolutely.
ones in here also.
Right. Right.
I got a lot of mentors.
Yeah. Right. Right. Well, thank you, Michael.
All right, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you
And
for your time. We'll talk to you soon.
well, all
Bye.
right. Bye.